Hey guys, Mckenzie Fayne here. Joining me is Haley Catino. We're going to talk all things Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant, episode 11. Stick with us.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz.
Hello guys.
Hey.
Welcome. We have the latest episode, the latest and the greatest, season 2, episode 11 of Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant. I'm your host, Mckenzie Fayne.
I'm Haley Catino.
Once again, back at it again.
Yes.
This episode is called History Repeats Itself.
Yep.
We know why, if you watched it.
We do.
If you haven't, we're going to tell you all about it from beginning to end. Overall, Haley, what did you think of this episode?
I mean, I think a lot happened in this episode. It definitely progressed in a lot of their situations. I don't know. I have a lot to say
You
about
want to
each
just
person.
jump right on into it?
I mean, I guess so. But the craziest to me is Rachel.
Yes.
I love her, her story.
I know.
I really do.
Me too. It's so crazy. So let's start out. For me, overall, this episode brought a lot more to the table than the last couple episodes.
It did.
There was just a lot more punch everywhere you turned. I feel like every girl's story, every person's story was just so crazy. And so intriguing. I mean, this is why we watch, you guys. All the drama. The kids are so cute. We love the kids. But the drama. That's why we do this.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we'll start with Kayla, who, the poor thing, the last couple episodes has just really been talking about the fact that she is, dare I say, depressed.
Yeah.
About really the state.
She is. Yeah.
About the state, that she's in.
Of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stage of where she is.
She's
And
definitely really stuck. She is. We talked about that before. But
she's definitely stuck. So, she's going through this name change with Isaiah.
yes.
She just randomly, to me, all of a sudden sprung this. What do you think about the whole idea in general?
Well, I like the idea, honestly, because the dad is not in his life, and she feels bad for Isaiah because he doesn't have a father figure, even though Luke is there, and she wants to make that baby hers.
Yeah.
She's standing her ground. I think it makes a big point changing the name. I don't know.
I do too, but I will say I don't know. I really don't think Kayla's the type of person to be to do something out of spite.
Yeah.
I don't think she's particularly doing it, and the reason why we would do it. I would do it just for the simple fact of absolutely not. You don't get to have this kid carry on your name when you're not even in his life.
Yeah.
That's why I would do it. But she's doing it more of it's hard for her with the paperwork and having to always just prove that he is hers.
Yeah.
So she's doing it for that reason, I think. Do you think, and maybe a little motive under there, do you think?
Definitely. How can you do that without some motive? And especially the way that he treats her, you'd be upset,
That's so true. So last episode, we have this fight with Stefan.
Yeah.
And we talked about that on our last after show. And he had leading up to this phone call fight, he had missed 3 of their visitations, their scheduled visitations, and flips it around on Kayla. Now, at the end of that conversation, she said that she was done. I'm done trying to do this. Take me to court to visit him. I can't do this anymore. It's not working.
Yeah.
So now, all of a sudden, Stefan wants to meet up.
To meet the new boyfriend.
Wants to meet Luke, and he wants Kayla to meet Madison. He thinks that both couples should meet. I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll carry on this conversation, because what do you think that matters? If you're not even going to see Isaiah on your own for these visitations, what does sitting down with all of these extra people, what is that going to do?
Drama.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really it. You know, I can see the meeting happening if they had a good relationship already. That's normal. That's fine, you know.
Or if he was going to all the visitations and things, and he's like, you know what, I think it's time.
Yeah, I think
for us
everyone
to...
should meet because, you know, they're all going to be parenting the kid if they were all in his life, and they're not, though. So why would they have this meeting? Suddenly, this switch happens. I don't know.
And it's really difficult for me to get on board with this because why would Kayla take any time to go sit down with Stefan when he's not taking time to sit down with Isaiah? That's the reason. She doesn't need to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know? And I think this was his, like, last-ditch effort to say that he's a good dad. Like, I tried to set up a conversation with you.
I'm telling you, he wants the drama to go down so that he can get out of this. So he can
you
get
said
out
that last time.
Yeah, and now
so
this
right.
really shows it, though. Like, he wants this meeting to happen and go badly and be like, see, they're crazy. It's not me. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think.
Ew, it's cringeworthy, people. Cringeworthy. But so, rightfully so, Stefan has no idea about this name change and that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for that because at this point, he was just going to cause issues anyway.
Major problems.
So she changed his name. It went great. She was just really nervous to tell Stefan about it. Did you know that it was that easy to just go change a kid's name?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
How is it that easy?
I don't know. You can change your name right now. Like,
I know I could because I'm an adult, but what if, like, my dad, say I was 16, my dad was like, you know what? Or my mom was like, you know what? I don't want you to have your dad's name anymore. We're going to change it. Like, even though, like, I see my dad all the time.
Yeah.
Like, can you just do that? Like,
Yeah,
then, because then what if Stefan takes Isaiah one day and is like, no, we're going to change it back. And then she's like, we're going to change it back. Can they just, like, keep changing it back and forth?
I mean, I don't know about that, but yeah. I mean, I knew it was pretty easy, but yeah.
I knew it was, like, pretty easy for an adult. I mean, like, Phoebe on Friends changed her name to Banana Hammock or whatever. Like,
well, I don't know, though. She did add that it was going to be easy to change his name because there was no legal action taken from the other side.
Okay, so that's what it was?
He wasn't even fighting for custody or anything. So, I mean, it was pretty easy to change his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he had never taken any legal action.
Any legal action at all to even have visiting rights or anything like that.
So does that mean she has 100% custody then?
Well, I don't think legally, but I mean, he's never fought for more custody. So she just has the kid.
But they don't have 50-50, right? Like, I don't know how that works when I don't know how that works when nothing was set in place already.
Then it's whatever happens because clearly he doesn't care to have.
That's true.
You know.
Okay. If we're saying anything wrong, guys, let us know. And if you know the real
answers, please let us know.
The truth to all this. So he has no idea about this name change, and she's really nervous to tell him. And that's what makes me think that she's really not doing this out of spite, and it's really a lot to just do with the fact that it makes her life easier, and it just kind of really detaches him a little bit. Because why would she be nervous? I would be happy. I would be ecstatic to tell the dad.
I would be nervous because we've seen the way he reacts, you know.
Block him. What does it matter?
I know.
I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so rude though. I would just be like, are you, like, I would laugh, I think. I don't know, whatever. I would think I would send a picture of my face with his new name, like the paperwork, and she'd be like, hey.
Oh my God.
Look what I got. But that's not the good side of me. So his response. Yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Tell me.
His response. A laughing emoji.
A laugh. All right, what before we saw the text, what did you think he was gonna do? He was gonna say?
Probably like F you, I don't know. But I see how he reacted. Yeah. The laughing emoji, because then she said, "Oh, he's sarcastic, he's pissed."
Yep.
Like, yeah, I can see the laughing emoji being a thing.
Yeah, being
for like someone petty like him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he goes, "Okay."
Yeah.
Crazy.
So crazy. So then we see this conversation with Madison, who we've only met one other time now on this show, which is Stefan's girlfriend, who I mean, she's just an enabler. She's just not really understanding the severity of the situation and just enabling the fact that he's doing nothing and making him feel good about it, which really stinks.
Yeah, it does.
It would be nice if he had somebody that was like pushing him to do the right things, but she's not. So with that said, they have this conversation about that, and he says, you know, Kayla changed his name. He's like, and then this is what he says, and this is where he switches it, just like you say every time.
Yeah.
He switches it, and he goes, I tried to do the right thing and asked her to have a sit down so the four of us could meet and we could all work on our relationship for Isaiah.
Yep.
But now I don't even want to do that.
No, he is prime manipulator. He really is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's such a good word for him.
Is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is a super manipulator.
Yeah, he is.
And it's insane to watch him work in that way.
It is.
Because it's like...
It gets you so mad because there's no talking to him, you know? Like, there's no, like, getting through to him for her.
Oh, it irks me.
Yeah.
But then, because then and then you just see him. He goes back to his little, so I'm done. So I don't care. So whatever. Like,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
okay, it's that easy. You just give up that easy on your own son?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, he says visitations would have been more lenient. And he just, like, it's just great. What are you talking about?
I know.
What are you talking about? That makes no sense.
No sense.
Oh my gosh. But to wrap up, you know, Kayla's whole situation with that, it's like she really did do the right thing and
she did.
The grown-up thing, and I just think she did she did it in a really good way. Like her mom said, you know, you're not attacking him. You're not saying F you, you're a bad dad.
Yeah.
And that's why I changed his name.
Exactly.
You did it in a good way. I hate that you're such a good person, Kayla. Like, I wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, seriously.
How do you think you'd handle it? As I keep talking about how badly I'd handle it.
I don't know. I think I would be somewhere in between Kayla's reaction and your reaction.
What would you do?
Well, I think I would change the baby's name.
Yeah.
You know, half out of spite, half because I genuinely would want it to not be affiliated with the dad.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I think I would have blocked his number.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if I would even tell him that I changed the name.
I was just going to say that. Like, why even tell him?
Yeah, seriously. I don't
know. It's not like he does any paperwork. It's not like there's really no reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
Maybe it shows she's just like an honest person.
So one last thing about Kayla before we move on to Rachel is, what do you think about when cutie Luke is like, you want to be a Davis boy to Isaiah? And Kayla's like, no.
Yeah. Well, that I thought I would react the same way. She's just protecting herself and her son.
Yeah,
you know, she does love him, but I think she was just like protecting herself.
So you know they were only together for like 6 months before she got pregnant.
Yeah, I know. That's
and they
crazy.
were moved in together. I mean, so she's probably just like, let's slow down as much as I possibly can. I feel like I just keep spitting all over the place in this place.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Good thing you're far enough away from me. I'm probably like spitting on myself.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's move on to Rachel. We love
my favorite.
The juice on Rachel. So
yes, so Rachel, she's back and forth between the two of Drew and Jacob.
Drew wants to be with her. Finally tells her, I want to be with you and the baby.
Yeah, but that's all he has to offer. He's just like, yeah, I like you still.
Yep. And Jacob and her are trying to work on things. And she's very like adamant about the fact that she wants to be with Jacob.
Yeah. She says Jacob's staying over more again in this episode.
Sleeps over. Yep.
Yep.
And she says that she did cut things off with Drew.
Yep.
Okay. I can get on board with this, that you know what you want to do and you're like sticking to it.
Yes. Yep.
So this is good.
This is good.
So then the next scene is like she's back with Jacob fully. He's over the house. They're laughing, having fun. And they really do have a cute little playful relationship, which I do like.
Well, I like that he really cares about the baby. You know, he really actually does. Yeah. Which is a good sign.
So I just have to ask all of you viewers out there, have you ever turned crutches upside down and ran across a field with crutches.
She gets the whole family to like come outside on the deck. She's like, everyone come watch this.
And he like nearly breaks his leg.
He takes like 2 steps. Yeah.
Why is that cool, fun,
He's like,
exciting?
I can run for miles in these.
Run, Forrest, run.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
That was funny. No, I like that. We need to talk about the scene of her and her mom on the couch talking about birth control.
Yes, that's what I was just going to say next.
I mean, I was watching that and my mouth was just like, are you kidding?
Open, jaw dropped, everything. So, all right, she stopped taking her birth control about what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after Hazley was born.
Yep. She was like, I don't know. I wasn't taking it the right time. Then I would forget. So now I don't take it.
Okay, if you don't know this, I'm pretty, like, I've heard very many times that your chances of getting pregnant right after you have a baby are so high.
So much higher, yeah.
Are just so high. And so I wouldn't be surprised if she has another baby. But all right, yeah, let's talk about this birth control thing. So her mom's sitting there on the couch and Jacob's sleeping in the other room in the other room. Mm-hmm. And her mom just whispers, did you use a condom with Drew? And she's like, no, laughs about it. And he's like, well, did he like go inside of you? And she's like, that is such a personal question. Yeah. And then she tells him that he did. And so now she's literally back in the same situation that she was in the beginning. Yeah. She could be pregnant. It could be Drew's. It could be Jacob's.
I know. And then the mom, she's like, so you're taking your pills, right? And she's like, no. And then the mom suggests that she should see a doctor. Okay. And she says,
oh, wait a second. This was crazy. Did we even get to this yet?
No.
Wait, before we get to that.
Yes.
Rachel has a conversation with Jacob and she says, do you want me to be on birth control? Yeah. Like, what do you think? Yeah. And he's like, do you want another baby? And at first he's like, I don't not, but I don't want.
And she goes, dude, same. Like,
yeah. She's like, dude, same. And then he's like, but if you were going to ask me right now, I'd be like, yeah, I do want another one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So, okay, continue.
Well, yeah. No. So after that, she tells her, you need to go to your baby doctor and get a new form of birth control. And she straight up says, no, I'd rather research it myself. Like, she doesn't know anything about birth control.
She goes, I'm not going to some random doctor. She's not an expert on birth control. The mom is like, what are you talking about?
She's not random. She gave birth for it. Like, she helped you give birth.
She literally birthed your child. And that is who gives you birth control. She is an expert on birth control. Your OBGYN is literally the only person that would be an expert on birth control. What are you talking about?
Do you trust Rachel, going on Google, being like, what? Like, no.
Is birth control good or bad? And then you have all these.
And she's like, I don't want the IUD. It's going to hurt. Having another kid is gonna hurt. Like, what? Like,
it's gonna hurt your banking account. Yeah, it's gonna hurt your.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. All right. So, Stephanie, Rachel's mom, has this conversation with Mike, and it's really small, but I definitely wanted to point it out.
It's really important.
I didn't know really about Jacob because they kind of all seem the same to me, like Rachel and Jacob and Drew and whatever. But Mike says he doesn't like Jacob. Mm-hmm. He says he's lazy, he's useless,
Yeah, because they were like, at least Drew has a job.
Yeah, which he just got. How these people.
I know.
But at least he has a job. We'll give him that. But it was so heartbreaking to see Stephanie because she's pretty much in this situation, and we've said it before, where she doesn't really care how much these girls walk all over her.
Yeah,
she doesn't. She's gonna spend every dime she has to make them happy. She's gonna do everything to make them happy, bend over backwards because she doesn't want them to leave.
And she admits that she wants to make it up to them because she did the same thing before, where she chose a man over her children. you know?
Yeah, we know that those
She
girls
admits that.
grew up
Yeah.
with their grandmother, her mother. So, she only recently got back into their lives.
And then that's why the episode is history repeats itself. She keeps saying that. She's like, I was a young mom with 2 kids right after the other, and now she's going to be, you know,
Yeah,
about
and
Rachel.
it's crazy because Rachel and her brother Carter are 13 months apart.
Yeah.
And if Rachel is pregnant right now, Hazel's 3 months, guess how many months apart that
I know.
these 2 babies would be?
It's
13 months.
crazy.
Yeah, just about.
I don't know. Do you think that's true that it'll happen?
Do you think that do I think she's going to get
She's pregnant? It's not even if she gets pregnant. It's that she thinks she's already pregnant.
I think she's pregnant.
Yeah. I do
My
too.
pregnant radar is spiking right now.
Oh my God.
I just passed somebody. I'm like, pregnant. No, I definitely think she is.
Yeah.
She's literally not using birth control, not using condoms, having no pull-out method.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way.
It's crazy.
All right, let's move on to Ashley, who we have some hot and heavy stuff going on.
Yep. She has her new friend.
New friend.
Yeah. She made sure that she called him just a friend.
Did you notice how the beginning of the episode and the end of the episode was a lot different?
A lot different.
With this friend?
Like, we had this first meeting where he brought her donuts, and it's, like, cute and kind of, like, awkward, kind of.
Yeah.
And then by the end, he's like, I'm going to be at your mom's house. Like, she's going to love me. Like, it just escalated so quickly for them.
And she's hanging on him at the end.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah.
So
it definitely escalated.
Ashley has not talked to Bar in a couple weeks. And he hasn't reached out for Holly. So it was just what she thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which is
Then
so
she
sad.
blocked him.
She blocked him.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have her new phone number.
Yeah.
He only
Has an
has
app.
her, like, probably WhatsApp.
Probably.
And so when she turns it off, that's
Yeah.
it. She doesn't get the messages.
Yeah.
So she's visiting LA again. And so this just kind of clarifies for us that she was going to LA before so that she could visit this guy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
She met this new guy on Instagram.
Yep.
He's in the music industry. His music name is Breezo.
Okay.
I don't know, it's a little too close to Breezy for me. And we all know See Breezy is my love. But yeah, so this is her little boy toy. His name's Antonio, Breezo, whatever. And what were your initial reactions to when he walks in the door?
I mean, initially, I really liked him. But this is Bar.
Yeah, this is Bar.
Yeah. So this is, we just saw this. I liked the new man, but now I see this on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she's back with Bar on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, which we'll get to in the news and gossip segment. Yeah. So let's keep talking about Antonio. So when he walks in, what'd you think of him?
I really liked him.
You did?
I definitely did, yeah.
Okay. He's really cute.
Liked him. He was sweet and...
outgoing.
Outgoing.
Clean.
Yep.
Really cute. But his voice didn't match his, like, body to me at all.
Yeah.
For some reason. Did
you
notice that?
I didn't pick up on that.
Okay. Maybe it's just me. But he asks about the bar drama.
Yeah.
And they spend a little too much time on that. For me, I just thought that was just a little bit odd. Like,
yeah. And
do you go on a date and talk about your ex's drama?
No, I definitely not.
No.
And then like her reactions to it were just kind of like, it's fine. Like she was like, it looked like she liked it.
Yeah,
you know?
It was odd. But so then he talks about how he has 2 babies from 2 different mamas, and he doesn't have any baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Like, he has it all under wraps, and he's just kind of saying the reason she's having all this drama is because he's still hung up on her. So, what do you think of that?
Yeah, definitely true, but other way around, too.
You think she's still hung up on him?
They're both too hung up.
Do you think she's still in love with him?
I don't know about that, but I mean... She's still, I mean, the way she kind of lit up when they were talking about him, her ex.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, one of the things in that conversation that she said really, really turned me off. Like,
what was it?
She was talking about Bar, and I don't remember the exact like the full conversation. It went really fast, but what I got from it, she said, you know, he doesn't even contact me about the kid. Like she referred to Holly, her daughter, as the kid.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. That really
I don't like that either.
Sit well with me. So Bar took to Twitter after all of these Instagram posts and stories that Ashley and Brizo put up. So, you know, she takes them down after that.
Yeah.
And how do you think that made Brizo feel?
You know, I don't know. That's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
You know, don't you
think?
Odd,
too. Like, odd. Really odd.
It's like, what are the motives here?
Yeah.
You know?
So they have this conversation, like you were saying, where Brizo wants, or Antonio, whatever we're going to start calling him, one of those names. He is, you know, wants to go see her. When am I going to see you? Like, it's kind of like territorial a little bit over her.
Yeah.
But yeah, things with Bar are getting worse, and he hasn't seen Holly in 3 weeks, and he's, I guess, been saying the nastiest things to her. So mean, going over the edge, saying things like he wishes that she got an abortion with Holly, which is like
horrible.
It's almost, and if you guys are Teen Mom franchise fans, you know from 16 and Pregnant with Chelsea and Adam, where Adam, you know, said to Chelsea, "Give me the papers to sign my rights over to that for that thing." You know, it's like just as bad as that. Like you couldn't say anything worse. I wish you got an abortion. And then he asked for a paternity test because you know, he thinks she's been with other people or whatever.
Yeah, and imagine the baby seeing that someday. Like, everything's accessible. Like,
it's so sad. How could you just say that about your little girl? Especially, like, Ashley must feel some type of way because at the same time, he is not even coming around. So he's saying these things about his daughter, who's 2. Like, we're not talking, this guy has been with her for a week. Like, a week-old baby and not attached to it or whatever. This is a 2-year-old toddler.
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself.
It's awful.
So awful.
Yeah.
And so she has this conversation with her friend, and yeah, it was not okay.
No, was not at all.
So let's move on to Brayson, or Brayson.
Brianna and
Brayson.
Yes.
All right, the first thing I wrote down was Brayson got a haircut because, God, that was like one of my biggest pet peeves.
He really needed one.
And it's so cute. A little fade on the side, long on the top. So cute.
My gosh.
I was telling Haley recently, like, one of my biggest pet peeves, and I'm not a mom, but, like, I feel like would be if I was a mom, is, like, why do these people not cut their hair? I get the long hair look, like, style. That's cool, fine. But
I don't know.
If it's straggly and it's just, like, in that awkward state, cut it or figure it out.
If it's, like, curly, blonde, surfer dude hair, like, I like that when they grow. It's so cute. And it goes in a little man bun. Yeah. That's cute. But when it's like a bush like Brayson's hair was. Yeah.
But anyway, he looks super, super cute with this fresh little cut. And we see another therapist.
Yep. We do.
Which I always judge these therapists super hard because
you just love to judge.
I just love to judge. Yes, that's why I do what I do. But also because these girls need lifelines and they need somebody to go to. And a lot of the times they don't have anybody. So these therapists are so vital to them in so many ways. And when they suck, it sucks to see.
Did you think she sucked?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, honestly.
Yeah, I did not like this girl at all. At all. Yeah,
her advice was pretty, like, generic.
She was just so, like, I felt, like, uncomfortable listening to her. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, do you even know what you're talking about? But anyway, so surprisingly, Brianna's mom wants her to get on dating apps.
Yeah.
Like, really pushing for it. Brianna's just kind of, like, not really into it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, she explained how she's been with someone always, like since she was 13, I think she said. And she gets down on herself before she even goes on a date. She's overthinking it. She's like, will they be annoyed that I have a kid? You know, like, she's putting herself down before she even goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think I didn't understand why it was such a big deal to go on dates until the very end. And when she explains, she says, so my problem is, what if I go on a date with somebody, we hit it off, I like them, then I have to take the step to eventually introduce them to my kid, and if it doesn't end up working out, then my kid loses somebody in their life. And that's the problem. I think it's like the later issues with her.
Yes, I agree with that. But the only problem with that situation is that if the daughter was just meeting the new guy for a second, then that's not really a loss, you know?
No.
You know, it would be like if he was around her all the time.
Wait, who? What daughter?
Or her son. Sorry, Brayson.
Oh, I was like, God. Wait.
I was thinking, Brayson. I'm saying if Brayson was only met him a few times, that's not really a loss to him yet.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's such a good point, because thinking about it as you don't just introduce somebody to your kid as like, and you're making out in front of them, and this is my boyfriend, this is your new daddy. They're not attached
already.
They can meet friends in and out of your life anyway.
Exactly.
That's true.
So she's kind of making an excuse because she's scared, I think.
That's true. I totally am on board with that.
And I liked how her mom explained, like, she was like, you don't have to take it so serious. You just need someone to hang out with you.
Other than me and your grandma.
Yeah, and hang out with you and just keep you company, and then someone you like to talk to. Like, you don't have to, like, be like, will you be his dad? You know? So
true. And I just think she's trying to be mature, trying to do the right thing. She knows she's young. Mm-hmm. She's just trying.
Yeah.
So we have Kayia. In this episode, her and Tiesa have been through their ups and downs in the past couple episodes, but they're doing a lot better in this episode. And I love to see it because I love my little Tiesa. She's so cute.
I know.
And you know who I also love is Kaya's mom.
Yeah.
Like,
me too.
The person I'd love to have my corner.
She has your back. Like, she really does.
She has your back, but she always has the best advice.
She does.
And always knows what to do and do it the right way. But she reaches out to Carla, who is Xavion's mom. And we know that Kayia and Carla have had a bit of a rocky road, to say the least.
Yeah.
So she calls her and she just says, hey, I pretty much want you and Kayia to go to mediation and talk this out. You guys need to work on your relationship. Mm-hmm. And Carla agrees, and she gets Kaya's mom gets off the phone. She's like, I feel really good about that conversation. And
I know,
like, she's so cute. Sweet. Yeah. But so Kayia can't stand her. She can't stand her. So they,
I mean, I didn't like that. How Kayia was so against,
So in the meeting with the therapist.
Yes. Yeah.
I did like that therapist.
She was really chill.
Although when they started yelling at each other, I was kind of like, can she step in and be like, this is not how you can communicate to each other?
Yeah.
She kind of just let them yell, but again, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a mom. I don't know. Some things I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in therapy, they definitely try to talk as little as they can because they want you to work it out,
And just kind of
and have your emotions not feel like downplayed. But I know I didn't like the yelling like that.
No.
And then she gets up and leaves the room.
Yep.
Of the therapy
but comes
session.
Back and she kind of just says, she really doesn't like her, but it takes too much energy out of her to be mad at her. So
yeah,
Carla is trying, and it was funny at one point. Carla's just like, I haven't seen this whole human baby in 5 months of its life. This whole human baby. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. But we do have some news and gossip for you guys.
Yes, we do.
After we covered all those girls, we have some great news and gossip for you guys. Brianna, we have in the beginning, she takes to Instagram 3 days ago, and she's just telling us that she's taking a break from social media for a while to work on herself, and she's just going to be doing maybe some ads and teasing the show on Tuesdays from now on for a bit. Great. Next, we have a picture of Bar and Ashley. Okay, so they are seen on New Year's. They post this picture together. And interesting. So I guess Breezo is done. That
makes me so sad. Honestly.
I know, it does.
I'm not Team Bar at all.
I'm not Team Bar. Kaya has no pictures of Tiaza on her Instagram, but she posted the cutest little video of little baby Amor walking around. We haven't seen him walking around yet in the episodes, but he's growing.
He is.
Super cute.
He's so cute.
And do you want to tell us about Kayla's news and gossip?
Yeah, so, Kayla.
Luke turned 22 yesterday.
Yes.
So you guys say happy birthday to Luke.
They have a nice happy birthday video.
Little cute video that she posted.
It really was cute.
Quickly, you want to tell me your grown-up moment from this episode for our special segment?
Yes. So I think the grown-up moment for me was Kayla changing the last name of her baby.
Love it.
Yeah. Yep. I think that was a mature thing because she did it in a genuine way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I totally agree with that. My grown-up moment would be Kaya, just because she really just was like, got to the point where she's like, it's too much work and effort for me to hate Carla. And so I need to let it go and just move on.
That was a grown-up moment. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Where can we find you, Haley?
Just at Haley Catino on Instagram.
And you can find me on Instagram at Mckenzie Fayne. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are so excited to be back next week for another episode of Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant.
Yes.
To bring you all the drama, all the news, gossip, and of course, the love and the babies. All that. Love to talk about it, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.